How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to read the rewards of trading with the prices going up or down. So Coinbase is getting hit with a lawsuit from 10 different states. These states are Alabama, California, Illinois, Kentucky. So Coinbase is getting hit with a lawsuit from 10 different states. You can read the states below. Wisconsin is one of them. I'm from Wisconsin, so pretty ashamed of them to do that. And this will be settled in Alabama courts. This is a show cause order that is going to give Coinbase 28 days to show why they should not be issued a cease and desist over offering their staking services. So many of the exchanges quit doing staking except for Coinbase after Kraken was attacked. So now other states are going after Coinbase for not stopping this, as that is what they're kind of claiming as unregistered securities. The U.S. court gives SEC 1 week to respond to Coinbase's rulemaking petition, so it's not all bad for Coinbase today. A U.S. court has issued an ultimatum to the SEC, giving the regulator 7 days to clarify its position on rulemaking for crypto. So, if you don't remember, this Coinbase asked for a petition which would clarify what is considered a security and how everything would be regulated. And the SEC basically said, we're not going to tell you, we're not going to give you special privileges a couple weeks ago. If you don't remember that, look for the short, I believe I have it. The SEC they said if the SEC's answer to the petition for rulemaking is no, then they are required by law to tell them, because they have the legal right to question that no in court. So them trying to sue Coinbase for this is kind of ironic, because they asked to be told why they are offering securities well before they were being sued for offering securities. They added that the rules of the road from legislation or rulemaking or both must come from enforcement actions. So he's basically saying you can't just rule people just because you don't like them. You have to actually give some sort of framework. Binance US pulled several trading pairs in the wake of SEC lawsuit. I even heard some people say that trading was halted on Binance at some point. Binance US says. Binance US, the American branch of the global cryptocurrency exchange, has announced that it will be eliminating over 40 crypto pairs. So, pretty bad. This comes after they're being sued. Binance US has also announced that it's pausing the over-the-counter desk. According to a press release, these actions will go into effect the morning of June 8th, so tomorrow morning. So if you have any money on Binance US, you are not going to be able to use their OTC platform after tonight. Tether USDT pairs that are being removed include Aave, Basic Attention Token, Bitcoin Cash, Zcash, and Compound, as well as dozens of other coins. There's Bitcoin pairs being removed too, which there's about 8 of them. They only mentioned 3, which is Atom or Cosmos, Polkadot, and Tezos. And then there's Binance's pairs are being removed, but don't really care too much about that. Several of the cryptocurrencies that are present in the SEC's lawsuit as alleged unregulated securities are missing from this list, however, which includes Binance Coin, BNB, Polygon, Matic, and Solana, among some others. So that's kind of weird. If you're on Binance US and you manage to have any kind of be able to trade on it in the coming weeks, I would not buy these coins as they stay on there. Additional full list of 61 crypto deemed to be securities. So here's a whole list we got from Moldy Jellybean. Sorry, I can't read apparently. So XRP, LBC, Algo, Loon-C, Terra Classic, Mirror, Ton, Omisco, Dash, Naga, Monolith, IHT, Power, Chromatica, DFX, Finance, AMP, Rally, Rari Governance Token, Devria DAO, XYO Token, some German exchange token, IKN, Salt, Beaksy Token, Dragon Chain, Tron, BitTorrent, Terra USD, Luna, man, I remember a lot of these from a long time ago. Luna, Mango, Ducat, Loke, Ethereum Max, Hydro, BitConnect, Meta1, Filecoin, Solana, ADA, Matic, Cosmos, Sand, Decentralized, AXS, Cody, PRG, and Air. So that's the full list of current coins that the SEC is attacking. So AJ Guerlamo, I believe that's how you say. He's saying they're going to be talking with a Republican candidate, and it's going to be Governor DeSantis, and he reached out to Charles Hodgkinson to see if he wants to join and discuss that at all. And he said to PM him, and he's in. So we'll have to see if we can see any of these interactions. Hopefully this will be good for moving things forward, as DeSantis is one of the people that say they're for crypto. So hopefully he is, and hopefully this partnership goes well. Arbitrum just came in and to a sudden halt today, which is kind of concerning because they want to launch USDC tomorrow. So there's not really too much in the article besides these highlights, so I'm just going to cover these highlights. They stopped processing transactions for an hour because they had a central piece of software that bundles all the transactions called the sequencer, and it ran out of funds for gas. It ran out of Ethereum, and this Ethereum has to be manually re-entered. It says that this has happened 4 times since Arbitrum has been launched, so this is the 4th time they've run out of gas. And Arbitrum is operational again, but this shows that it has a single point failure because it only has one sequencer. So if they run out of gas and they don't manually load it, then this chain is out until they do manually load it. You would think they'd use a smart contract or something to load the ETH. So over on our coins here, our total dominance is taking a big beat down. We've pretty much followed our full flag breakdown. Stochastic is beat down, RSI is heading down, money flow is heading out, our VWAP is pretty beat up, and our momentum is coming down pretty harshly. So big red candle, bearish engulfing candle. I've seen people say we're back today. Don't know how you can say we're back when we dropped a grand, but okay. So, onto our Bitcoin dominance. We have, Bitcoin dominance looks a little better, but we're still kind of sliding. RSI is falling, Stochastic's trying to run up, money flow is running away, VWAP's trying to run up, and our momentum's trying to come up, but if the money flow doesn't come in, then the medium trend and the momentum really don't have much to base off. Over on our futures, we do have a small gap up we could fill on the daily, so we could get a little bit of a bounce tomorrow. Maybe retrace some of today's losses, and then see some further downside as we're kind of just sliding down here. Kind of just making like one big round here. So over on Bitcoin, we did fall out of our flag. We are starting to break down. We have this higher volume area that we had here, and we are down below it. Our next kind of area for support would be around this area, around the 25.7. So anything between here could end up being a quick move. And then you see this higher volume here and here, so those would be your next kind of sticking points. And if we fall out of those, it's really no volume from there. So just be cautionary if we do start to slide from here. RSI is pointing down, Stochastic's heading down, wanted to cross but rejected. Money flow is falling out. VWAP is wanting to go up but not really going anywhere. Our momentum wanted to kind of curl, but now it's straightening back down, so kind of what I warned about. Over on the 4 hour, we're getting a manipulation X here. Our Stochastic is sliding, RSI is sliding, money flow is well into the red and sliding, VWAP is sliding, and our momentum is falling as well. We've rolled over with a red dot. So pretty much everything I warned against has happened, so we could reject away. We did come back to the golden pocket area and fell out pretty quickly, so we weren't able to stay in that zone of manipulation. So over on the 2 hour, our Stochastic wants to kind of recover here. RSI overall is still falling. Our money flow is still falling. Momentum's coming down pretty sharply. VWAP is rejecting away, so we're not really getting any pushes on the VWAP. So overall, we look pretty bearish here on the 2 hour as well. Over on the 1 hour, you could see we have a descending channel kind of. So this could end up being an ascending pattern where we try to retest this flag, and then maybe we reject from that. Our stochastic's trying to get a bullish cross. RSI is kind of sliding. Our money flow is in the bearish territory, has been for some time, and is pushing away, but it's overall starting to make lower lows, so watch for it to retest. Our VWAP is trying to push the neutral, and our momentum looks like we could get a green dot soon. So we may get a push up from here, maybe a quick retest, and then maybe a rejection. We'll kind of have to see. If we do reject this flag, it's likely we'll see it play out. If we do push back in, we could get sucked back up to the higher areas with this manipulation zone. So over on the daily for graph, we do have a bearish engulfing candle. Stochastic is falling hard, RSI is falling hard, momentum is falling out, and we are bearish. VWAP wanted to come up, but it's not really going anywhere. And our money flow is falling out, so we're not looking too good on the daily. Stochastic overall is sliding on the 4 hour, RSI is sliding, our money flow is rejecting away, making lower lows here, and our VWAP is trying to kind of curl up, not really too bad in the bearish zone. We could make a push off here. This is kind of like a resistance area for if you see all these kind of jumps around here. Our momentum is coming down though, so if the VWAP doesn't successfully get a push up, our momentum will probably drag it back down. Over on the 2 hour, we have a manipulation X that took us down, so we may rebound soon just based off of that. Our stochastic's trying to get a little bit of a bullish cross. Money flow overall is kind of at a resistance area, slightly lower lows, but with price making slightly lower lows, slightly higher lows on the money flow, with slightly lower lows on price. So we may set up a bullish divergence here on that. We'll have to watch. We do have a little bit of a divergence here on our momentum as we're trying to push higher. Not yet, so watch out for any bullish divergences to form that may help push us upwards. But our momentum is trying to curl, our stochastic's trying to curl, RSI is trying to curl with green dot, money flow is curling up, but we are overall pretty beat down in the bearish zone, so just don't weigh too much on that until it actually tries and breaks through that neutral. Our VWAP is close to that neutral zone, but it is looking like we could taper out from here. We'll want it to break through sooner rather than later with the way it's kind of sticking in this range. Oop, forgot the hourly. Over on the 1 hour, stochastic is sliding, RSI is sliding, money flow keeps trying to break bullish, but it's not able to. We're kind of just zigzagging around, same with the VWAP here. Our momentum is coming down. We have a red dot that confirmed, so that is bringing us down. So we do have a bit of a downtrend right now, but the money flow doesn't really know where it wants to be, so watch the 1 hour for it to establish some sort of actual trend. Currently the trend is bearish technically, and we haven't really flipped bullish, so watch out for that. Over on Anchor, we are getting a bearish engulfing candle here too. Stochastic's running down pretty hard. RSI is falling down hard. Our money flow is rejecting away. VWAP's trying to push up, but probably won't go too far with the way everything else is set. Our momentum is falling out very harsh. Over on the 4 hour, stochastic is rolling out and falling. We're making lower highs here. Lower highs on price. We're just sliding away. We had this up channel that we broke out from. Haven't really made a new pattern. You might be able to draw a descending triangle here that could bring us even lower, so watch out for that. Our money flow is falling. Our VWAP wants to kind of curl up. Our momentum looks like we could try to curl up, but if we are in the ascending triangle or descending triangle, we are pretty close to where it would break from, so just exercise some caution. Over on the 2 hour, stochastic's trying to curl up. Money flow is in the bearish territory though, but trying to retest neutral, so we'll have to see if we reject away from here or not. And our RSI is trying to push bullish. Momentum's trying to push higher. Our momentum is getting higher lows, even though our price is pretty stagnant, so we have a slight bullish divergence with that. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to get at with graph, is we're looking pretty similar, but we are kind of sticking in this range as well, so this could end up being just a bear flag, so be careful. Our RSI is rolling over. Stochastic has a bullish cross, but watch out for it to roll over as our money flow is in the bearish zone and heading down. Our momentum does have a double green dot that wants to push us higher, but if the money flow is coming out, I don't think our momentum will really carry much weight here. Over on XRP, we are still locked within our channel. Tried to break out of it, but we got kind of broke back down. So overall, this channel does want to bring us up, but our momentum is curling out. Stochastic's kind of falling away. RSI is kind of falling away. Our money flow is maintaining its bullish trend, so that is good on the daily. Our VWAP is somewhat trying to head up, but not really going anywhere too quick. Over on the 4 hour, we have a manipulation X. We could be forming some sort of bottom. If we actually get some bullish push and bullish volume, we could set up some sort of rounding bottom here. Our stochastic is trying to push down though. RSI has gone flat. Money flows overall inching its way out, and our momentum's coming down. So I'd exercise a little bit of caution with that. Our VWAP is trying to head up. Overall, we're not losing quite as bad as some of our other coins are today. Like Algo's just bloody today. Our RSI is trying to head up. Stochastic has a bullish cross, so that could try to push our RSI higher. Our money flow is overall doing pretty well, but it's really not getting too much more momentum above this 11 zone. So just be careful of it to roll over from here. Our VWAP wanted to push forward, but we're kind of rounding out. Our momentum is in the bearish zone, so watch out for any kind of red dot that could make it exaggerate itself, kind of like we've seen on the daily on Bitcoin. Our RSI is kind of curling out. Our stochastic has a bearish cross here on the 1 hour, so those could come down. Money flow is overall trending up, so that is good for us, but we are starting to kind of taper down. Our VWAP is making lower highs and testing that neutral zone. It broke through to the bullish zone, and now it's just kind of flopping around, so it could break back bearish and drag us lower. We do have a green dot that wants to confirm on our momentum wave, but if everything else starts to taper off from here, we may get a red dot that follows soon after. So just exercise some caution. Now for Algo, we are bouncing off the bottom of our range that we've had. So right to that support level that I warned about like a week or two ago. This is probably one of the lowest points we're going to find on Algo, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because this is like initial offering over here. So this is one of the lowest points Algo has ever been at. So any kind of drop from here would create new lows. So if we would want to kind of see where we could go, where's our Fibonacci? We'll do our Fibonacci from here. Crap. I want to do our Fibonacci from this side going up. We'll kind of capture this range. So our Fibonacci levels show we could kind of drop to this 1 cent area, which would be our next Fibonacci. So that'd be one heck of a drop. And if it broke any lower than that, it would be an S coin. So I don't know, a lot of people are kind of considering it one right now because there's a lot of FUD and a lot of people are leaving it. So tell me your opinion in the comments. Do you still like Algo? Do you think it's an S coin? Are you getting out? What do you feel about Algo right now? Stochastic is pretty beat down. RSI is falling. Our VWAP is trying to head back up. Money flow overall is heading out. Our momentum is coming down, but we're pretty low and don't have much lower to go. Over on the 4 hour, you can see we're just kind of just pooed all the way down. Stochastic's just falling. RSI is falling. VWAP is falling. Money flow is falling out. Our momentum is pretty beat down. Really doesn't have much further to drop. Over on the 2 hour, we do have a stochastic cross. RSI is pointing up. VWAP wants to break bullish. Our money flow wants to start to round here. So those are all bullish signals. Our momentum is trying to round with a double green dot. So hopefully we can get some sort of a retrace and get back some of this loss. Over on the 1 hour, you can see we've fallen pretty harsh pretty quick. Our stochastic is trying to run rampant right now. RSI is kind of going flat. If these can break through that 30 zone and gain some momentum, that would help propel us forward. Our money flow overall is still inching out, so we need this to reverse course and actually flip bullish. Momentum is trying to come up, so our momentum's trying to come up, but our money flow keeps coming out. We're going to actually need this money flow to reverse that VWAP to start to gain some momentum, and our other indicators to get some lift off from here if we're not going to see any lower price targets. But again, watch out because that is a pretty low target down below. So thanks for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a wonderful night.